Hey guys, this is Ahmed from Recruitable University on our second lesson on niche mastery, how to select a niche. So we've done the differences between the general recruitment and niche recruitment. So now you know whether you want to be a generalist or a specialist. So now we'll be going through, if you want to be a specialist, you want to select a niche, how to select a niche, and what niches at the moment are really, really busy. So first and foremost, once you go into a niche, you've got to know your industry knowledge, the terminology, jargon, etc. So you got to know the terminologies, whether you're going into healthcare recruitment, whether you're going into IT. If you're selling a candidate, you got to know what you are saying to your clients. So first and foremost, having the, whether it doesn't have to be deep knowledge, but you have some sort of base knowledge of the industry terminologies. Passion and interest. Some people say go into a field that you have a passion for and interest. I say is not a must, but it helps if you, let's just say you've got a master's or a degree in finance, or you're an accountant by trade, then it's a lot easier to go into something that you have a passion for or an interest in. And let's just say you are an IT engineer and you're looking into starting your own recruitment agency, and now you're looking at what niche should I look at. Well, if you look at your own interest, your passion, and you say to yourself, I know what I'm talking about when it comes to IT. I can sell a person like myself any day long. I can talk about my own skill set any day long. Then it'll be very, very straightforward and easy for you to master the niche that you have a interest or a passion for. How to select a niche, identifying your target. So looking at who is the target audience that you want to focus on. So again, if you come from a network of engineers, then your target audience is a lot easier. Then you can say, what, I know engineers, I've got a network of engineers on my books. I'm going to start with engineers. Let's just say you're a doctor by trade and you want to get into recruitment. Now you have a target audience of doctors on your books already, friends, colleagues. So it'll be a lot easier for you to go directly into this field. When it comes to selecting a niche, look at what industries are profitable and which industries are using recruitment agencies a lot. So we can even look at, you can just play around online. So if you go on Indeed, for example, and just type in whatever field you want to look at. So if you want to look at software developers, let's just say software developers, we've got, and just click find jobs. We've got over 6,000 jobs on software developers on Indeed. So if we look at how many agencies are actually being used to find software developers, we've got 432 agencies for these 6,000 jobs. If we look at nursing, we've got 2,652 agencies when it comes to nursing. So it just gives you an indication of, okay, this industry or this niche that I want to go into, there's a huge amount of agencies being used. That is actually a good sign. It shows you that there is a huge demand and agencies are required. So before you select a niche, have a little look around online and see which industries are more profitable, which ones are doing really, really well. Look at the fee structures. That's one thing that I look at when I select a niche. I look at, okay, so if I'm going into, let's just say, hospitality, the type of candidates I'm working with are on about £14, 15, £16 per hour. That shows me the market or the markup on profitability will be a lot less than someone who's earning a lot higher. So a doctor who's earning £90 an hour, it's a lot easier that you can make £10, £15 per hour every hour they're working, versus a cleaner who's on about £11 an hour. You're not going to make more than a couple of quid per hour. So look at the fee structure, look at the niche that you're looking into, how much are those candidates earning, and is it a high end niche or is it a low end niche? Then look at client budgets. Are clients looking for recruitment agencies in those fields? Are clients actually reaching out to agencies or are they filling them themselves? There are certain fields that the demand for recruitment agencies is not as high as others. So when it comes to, for example, that's why I say so you either want to be a generalist or a specialist. If you go down the route of a generalist, then your client budgets or the client budgets will be a lot lower. And an example of that will be if you are going into admin or office recruitment, you're looking at a much lower finder's fee, much lower commission structures as opposed to higher end niches such as engineers, IT, healthcare professionals. So look at the profitability of the niche that you are doing. Is it something that the candidates are already getting a really, really good salary? So you try to follow, or what I do is try to follow the market salaries. So if I'm recruiting engineers, engineers are going to be on top salaries. That means my commission will be a lot higher than someone who will be on a lower salary. So it's more of looking at white collar versus blue collar. Yes, it's amazing having um blue collar because you so what white collar and blue collar is, before I go into it, is white collar is generally uh a specialist. So when it comes to uh, IT, healthcare, engineering, these are white collar fields. And when it comes to blue collar fields, you're looking at laborers. So you may get a client asking you for 15 to 20 laborers, but those 15 to 20 laborers commission structure or the value of what you will actually earn from them may be equivalent to supplying one doctor or one private nurse. So selecting your niche, the way you should look at it is what is it that you are trying to, what is your goal? What goal do you have in mind? Are you open to going into a field that you may not have as much knowledge about and try to learn that field and really do really, really well, even though that field may be a lot smaller in terms of the candidate pool and the the client, but the commission structure will be a lot higher and the candidates are of course being paid a lot more. So I personally prefer going to white collar. Yes, the work will be a lot less, but it's like you're doing less work, but getting slightly better pay than blue collar in terms of the commissions and the finder's fees. And we'll be going into that shortly as well. What commissions are, what are finder's fee, what are terms and temp recruitment and perm recruitment. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you on the next one.